Welcome to Lockeroom Talk. I'm your host, Terrence Summers, with head ball coach Dustin Wilson. And tonight we're literally in
the locker room.
We're in the place where it actually happens. But last Friday night, the Jackets welcomed the Hendersonville Commandos to the Nest for a big Region 7-5-8 matchup. The Jackets started hot. On the first play from scrimmage, sophomore running back Lemarius Dowling got the Southside Drugs touchdown on a beautiful 49-yard scamper down the middle. The Jackets defense forced a few three and outs Friday night and defended the run very well. Offensively, the Jackets turned the ball over a few times, and with those turnovers, ended up being the nail in the coffin for the Jackets. The Jackets lost the matchup versus Hendersonville 21-7 and fell to 3-4 on the season and 1-2 in region play. No matter the talent you have, no matter at the level, any level, coach, you can't expect the ball to turn the ball over many times and win a ball game.
Yeah, it's tough. You look from the coaching perspective of things. We report on Saturday mornings to watch the film and get it over with and move on.
Yep.
The kids were dejected. They knew we played well enough to win, except for some things we did wrong. It wasn't like Centennial or when he was out of a ball game. Like, we really felt like we played football well enough to win, but we didn't do it all right enough to win. Like, it just one of those moments where you feel, it is what it is. You felt you got beat, but you had something to do about it, and that's a good thing that they felt like that, because they know we're getting better and things are moving forward. And but it's bad when you see them kids like it and you can't tell them any good news beyond another day passing and getting closer to another game. That's the beauty about football. But it's tough turning the ball over that many times.
That's the beauty. You get to do it again next week.
Yeah.
I felt it was a great playoff atmosphere out there.
It was.
It was beautiful. And things were, it was a good ball game. Even with the turnovers, the Jackets were never out of it.
No. I mean, we got, two of them was inside the 5 too, right? So
two of them was in the end zone,
Yeah, that's correct. But you talking about the atmosphere, people, communities, bands. Their bands were loud, ours were loud. People around us. You just tell the tent stuff. That's just like when it was a turnover, when it was something good. You could feel the emotions from the crowd, and that's what high school football is all about. If it's a little bit more spread out back here in Boyce, everybody was over on top of you. You almost literally feel the emotions, but the other night it was good playoff atmosphere. When you come down to region games like this and you're fighting for your playoff life, it is playoff football. So sure, it should have felt like it, because it is, and we'll talk about it in a minute, but that's what we got in front of us this week. Is we're just trying to get in the playoffs, and boys know around here if we get in, watch out, because all you got to do is win one and you worry about the next one.
You got a chance.
Yep.
Just get in the tournament. Good thing I took away from Friday night, I don't know if it's, the O-line held up very well for 3 sophomores to be in there playing.
Yes, sir.
I take away that. I take away defense. And overall, just like I said preseason, before coming into the season, I said it's going to be ups and downs. I said, C.J. Cobb's going to look like one of the best players on the field at times, and we're going to go through growing pains. But no matter what, the Jackets are going to fight, and everybody's seen that Friday night.
Yeah. I mean, you look at that game from first play. We get it. Lamars goes down there and scores. About 50 yards, because they tried to pull that onside kick. I mean, what a swing of emotions there if you don't get that. But then we do. It's kind of the whole ball don't lie. We got it, and there goes Dallin again. But then their next play is a big return. We're breaking down on coverage, and within I don't even think it was a minute expired in the football game. It was 7-7 already. But all the way to the end, their quarterback, whatever he was dealing with, halftime, we come out making adjustments. Drew putting in adjustments to get pressure on him, because 8 makes a difference when he was back there for Hendersonville. And Coach Smith trying to make adjustments up front with those 3 kids that can't even drive yet, like you said, with sophomores. It's just a good football game. But, you bet at the end and Saturday morning, everybody was sore at played in it, and that's the kind of football that we're going to play. Yes, sir, both sides, yep.
And a lot of film to evaluate for both sides.
Yeah.
They had some stuff to see, and that was a great ball game overall. Now I'll go down to the JV Jackets. I know they played – was it Monday night?
JV played Monday. We played Rossview. I can't even remember the score to you. But
maybe 14-0 or maybe.
They scored once.
So 14.
So here's your first score. We stop them. We get the ball. Then they get a safety. We snap punt situation. They snap it overhead in the end zone. So it's 2-0. I think we score maybe and go for 2. So it may be 8-2.
Yeah.
we may be up again or something. It was two scores to our 2 scores, but our 2 scores were touchdowns, where theirs was a safety and a touchdown. But it was a good, like slow, like a game like Friday night.
Yeah.
Both teams are in the huddle. Both teams breaking the huddle. Both teams doing what they do. They really run an offense almost like Hendersonville's, although that wasn't intentional. Tight end, wing, shotgun, buck sweep type stuff. And, our kids did good. And, where we're 7 games deep, got one Monday after fall break. And then, that's kind of turn your attention to the varsity playoff, hopefully football season as we get going in there Friday night. But, JV's doing good. The blemish to Clarksville, to Portland, but that's 7 games, so I think maybe 5-2 on the season, if you will. Good. It's good. It's a good season, but a lot of football, a lot of experience going on for those young kids. And most of those are freshmen because a lot of them are playing on Friday nights now. So, it's good football.
We're gonna take a quick break here, and we'll come back and begin to talk about this quick turnaround for the Jackets. The Jackets play tomorrow night as they hit the road for the final time in the 2023 regular season, as they head down the ridge to face the Hunters Lane Warriors. Welcome back to Lockeroom Talk. Tomorrow night, the Jackets travel to Nashville, Tennessee to face the Hunters Lane Warriors. Hunters Lane is coming to the matchup not getting a win since week 1. Hunters Lane, as always, the athletic team that will be fired up to play at home. What's the key leaving Goodlettsville area with a win tomorrow night, Coach?
Defensively, got to keep behind them. They like to air it out.
Yep.
They played 3 different quarterbacks as much as we can see or read or hear. You can spend all your time on the internet looking for things, but they got their roster similar to ours. There's not a lot of kids on there, but just like you say, the Hunters Lane, that those type of kids that's played over there traditionally, they're going to be tough and they're going to be fast, and we can't let them get behind us. And offensively, we got a little bit different blocking scheme. Same front, but different scheme, I guess, with your linebackers. So, new week, new scheme. That's what football is again. But bend don't break. They're gonna get you a couple times. Let's make sure that it don't end in the end zone. Get them down on the ground and make them do it again. And just take that mentality into each drive that they get, if they get them. And we got to finish our drives. Where this week, that's just what's in front of us, because last week we didn't finish, and we got to finish our drive. So, yep, that's what we got to fix, and that's what the keys of the game will be. I almost said Friday night. Tomorrow night, Thursday night this week.
Speaking of being on Thursday, what's, some different things. I know people sit at home and like to know, what coach thinking and what the guys do this. Like you say all the time, you go out, how the boys doing, how the boys feeling.
Yeah.
What's different for you all, even the coaching staff, with with Thad and all them, trying to get, instead of Friday night, we're looking at Thursday now.
Well, there's probably nothing different for those guys. I guarantee you they'll be here. Yeah. They probably just got to figure out what's going to happen late at work or something on Friday morning, but when they go. But, preparation-wise, what we did is we really just missed Tuesday. We went Monday, we did what we did, and I always do on Monday, intro, talk about them, show them the kids what it is, show them the film. And then Wednesdays usually are all team day pretty much, and go through all your specials. And Tuesday's the day where it's rough. You got all this new stuff, you're trying to figure it out, it don't go good. And this week now, with kind of skipping Tuesday, but it was on Tuesday.
Yeah.
That day before our walkthrough was rough. I mean, it's just typical Tuesday stuff, but that's what we figured we have to do at this point in the season. You can't hit a lot in practice anyway. So, I guess we really just skipped Tuesday, literally. Then after Wednesday, though, from, turning in your laundry to today having a walkthrough, we got to make it feel like Friday. You got to make it feel like football. But we didn't miss a lift. So, Coach Butchum, we ain't going to miss a lift.
No, he's going to get that in.
So we got a recovery in today and went out and got the walkthrough in. So hopefully when that walkthrough started, it felt like the day before the game for the boys. And now they got to do their part, going home and putting their head on that pillow and visualize, as I always tell them on Thursdays, the day before the game. But, we got to mix in finals, midterms. I guess I shouldn't say finals, midterms with it as the end of the semester. And just a lot of stuff going. But, hey, today felt like a walkthrough. Today was good focus. Today was executing a game plan of what we did. And, tomorrow we'll get on a bus. And I guess the hardest day is probably going to be coming to school on Friday, really, because you're used to having a little bit of time to get up and getting here at 8 o'clock on Saturday morning and donuts. This Friday we got to get up and take midterms, so that part will be a little bit different. But we just skipped a day this week and try to lay it out for the kids and make it feel like a football week.
A lot of people probably hearing this right now, like, Thursday, tomorrow night, the Jackets will be at Hunters Lane. Another Region 7 5A matchup for the Jackets on the road, and this will be the last road trip for the Jackets, Coach, until November.
Yeah.
Finally, that road gauntlet is over for a minute. We can this, not even being too far. We can go down the road, try to get this win, come back home, like you said, finish his midterms and stuff this week. And next week you got the week off, and then you can prepare for 2 back-to-back home games with well-known opponents.
Yeah, I heard what you said until November, so thanks for the confidence. That's what we're trying to do. Tomorrow night is go get a spot in that bracket. But, we definitely know the next 2. We won't talk about them 2 till this one's over with. But I got a little trivia question for you, put you on the spot.
Uh-oh.
What's their record against Hunters Lane?
See, that I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if we even played Hunters Lane in the –
We have.
In the early
Since you've been alive.
Wow, we have.
Maybe. My math may be a little bit off.
I know for sure 2005 we played at Hunters Lane. I was at that game.
Yep.
Josh Barry and them beat beat the Hunters Lane Warriors, and then they turned back around and came to Boyd Smith Field in 2006 for homecoming. I couldn't go to that game because I got in trouble at school, 6th grade. My daddy wouldn't let me go.
Good for Terry. That's right. That's why you are right now, because he told you no once upon a time.
I sat down at Grandma's house. She made chili, and I listened to it on WDBL.
That's awesome.
And I used to, every time they scored, I used to run, right when they got to the 10, I would go outside and try to hear it.
So what do you think our record is against them?
So it has to be. I'm gonna say 2-0.
That's the correct answer. If my
Look at
records are right, yeah. But both those games, you look at them, and I looked at them today, guys that are out there listening. It's not like I just know all this stuff. I went and looked it up. Kind of put you on the spot today, but yeah, it's both Josh Bay years, because I think you're right on, as 05 and 06,
yeah.
And they were both like one-score games.
Yeah,
there's only 2 times that we've played them. So yeah, there's been some good football over there. You know, with Metro and growth and population, schools are popping up, zones are changing, but you're still going to have those same type of kids. But yeah, that year we were 10-0. Josh and them were seniors. That game may have been like 19-12.
Yeah, and that game was supposed to be literally a cakewalk for the Jackets.
Yeah, okay.
It was a, undefeated homecoming, and of course they got kind of washed up in that homecoming hype.
Yeah, boy, ain't that the truth.
And Hunters Lane came out and hit them early.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Bo Jackson had a 80-yard pick six to actually put the Jackets on the board in the third quarter. That was the first score for Springfield, and
Bubba Jackson, what's that, number 3?
Yes, sir.
Bubba.
I literally sat at home and listened to it.
Yeah.
I can tell you everything from that game by listening to it on the radio, but that was a great night for the Jackets, and they finished that game. But like you said, 2-0, trying to make it 3-0 tomorrow night, meeting up Thursday night in Hunters Lane. Anything for the people, Coach?
No, I think it's go fan again if you're tickets, if you're going. I really can't tell you about parking because I'm not that familiar, but the parking's either in front of the school there, and you've got those 2 public roads that pretty much make a L beyond or I guess around the stadium, because it goes back around there, and then the baseball field's right beside it. But looking at it on film, the field looks nice. They've done some renovating around. They may be preparing for turf as Metro's all getting the turf. But Niles kickoffs at 7. Go fan tickets. I can't even tell you what side we sit on or anything like that. I know where our cameras got set up and y'all's, the press boxes and all that, but just to be there on time and help us out, because Thursday y'all got to do your part too as fans and make it feel like a football Friday. So come out and cheer us on, and let's get in those playoffs.
Yes, sir. Tomorrow night the Jackets be fighting for a spot in the TWSAA 5A playoffs. We're less than 24 hours from the kickoff. That's weird because usually 48.
Yeah, I know, it's weird.
We're less than 24 hours from game day, and for the Jackets, the Hayes in the barn. Quick turnaround as the Jackets travel to Hunters Lane tomorrow night. Excited to see how the Jackets faithful. As Coach said, should be parking right there by in front of the school. Walk around. You'll see where everybody's going. But hope to see you all there. If you can't make it out, me and Kenneth Holman will be on the call starting at 6:45. We're excited for this region matchup and excited for the Jackets to get back on the right side of the win column. From Coach Dustin Wilson, Terrence Summers, it's been Locker Room Talk. Go Jackets.